this might not be a popular topic, but I have an opinion about the military. I don't like that we give our military guys 10% discounts and different things at different businesses, because they're already living off the taxpayer dollar. And some of them get benefits, on different places throughout their life, even after they're not serving. So even if they went and served a year, they're like, oh, I still get a discount for the rest of my life because I served for 1 year. Like, what about us who are paying for those taxes for our whole life? And we get no break. We get no benefit for supporting our military and for paying for them all these years. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. They get benefits for so many different things. And then they can still go on base even after they're out, and they can get tax-free food and buy it on base, and I don't know. I don't even know all the stuff that happens that they get all these benefits, but I don't like it. I think we should get benefits, not them.
Girl, what in God's green earth is she talking about? Oh my Lord. Saying that military personnel should not get any of these deals that they get, or getting 10% off, or some get even more than that in the locations where they go, shopping and stuff like that. You gotta be kidding me, man. First of all, saying what benefit do they give us, the citizens? How about protection? How about freedom? How about bravery? I mean, listen, the list could go on and on about what these military personnel do, especially these vets. Now, if you ask me, 10% is not enough. They deserve way more than the 10%, okay? For the sacrifice that they're given, right? The sacrifice for this country, for the family that they're leaving behind, for all the things that they're doing, and you got bozos like that saying they shouldn't get a discount? Let me tell you something, man. I recently went and I volunteered for the Soldiers Angels, right? It was an awesome service, right? If you guys don't know about it, it's basically it's an organization that what they do is they collect from charity, and people could volunteer, and what they do is they just try to help military families out. And I recently did something, and actually it was a week ago, where we were preparing food, right? It was meat, steak, chicken, it was veggies, eggplant, it was bananas, it was all types of stuff. With dry food, there's everything for 250 families. And that was one of the best experiences I had. And my job allowed me to take my day off. Actually, I don't want to say they allowed me. They encouraged me to take a day off to go ahead and volunteer. And my work hours, they converted that into cash and donated that to the veterans on top of that. And that was one of the best experiences that I had in my life. Seeing all those cars pull up and the smile they had on their faces once we give them the package, the food and whatnot. Man, they deserve more than what we just gave them. It was an awesome feeling to see how excited they were to receive the meal. And it was cool because in the end, there was someone in the end of line and he was saying, welcome home. And man, some people got out of the car and they saluted the guy. It was an amazing experience. But for someone to say they are not entitled to the benefits that they're entitled to, is straight up blasphemous. It is straight, especially her. She's cozy in her car, talking that yapping. Nah, man. Listen, for all you guys out there who served and that was in the military, I got your back on this one. You ain't got to worry about it, okay? I got your back on this one. That chick, nah, we got to ignore comments like that. She has no idea what she's talking about. My wife served, and listen, she's extremely proud of the fact that she served. And you don't mess around with veterans and saying they shouldn't get discounts and whatnot. That's not a joke. And this is the thing about that video. You see, there's a trend going on right now all over social media where people are doing some type of satire, right? To do what I like to call rage bait, right? Where they come out with a video and they say something really crazy, something about, I have a BMW and all this, I have a BMW and I have my welfare and all this stuff to get rage bait. I get it. If this was an attempt for rage bait, Chick, I don't even care if it's a joke or if it's satire. You done messed up. Okay? You're not smart. You're dumb as hell. This is not a rage bait type of video you want to do. Because I'm pretty sure all over social media, people are just verbally attacking this person. Right? Because it's just blasphemous to say such a thing. I love the military, man. I feel like sometimes they don't get the amount of respect that they should get. They should deserve way more respect than the respect that they're getting now. Right? Now we're cutting the Veterans Affairs Department and doing so many cuts. It's really scary right now. It's a scary time for a lot of veterans because they're worried about the disability checks and they're just worried in general. And you had people like this having the audacity to go on social media and question the benefits that military people get and saying what benefit does she have and that it's not fair. And it's obviously sucking garbage because she even admitted in the video, listen, I don't even know all the stuff that they get benefits for, but come on, man. Right? Come on, man. I love the military. I never served myself. First of all, I wasn't brave enough. I wish I was brave enough to have joined, because my whole plan was, now if I could look back, was I'm an accountant now. I would have gotten my degree, 4-year degree, that would have went and joined the military and tried to get my dream job, which is a forensic accounting, but working for the government. That would have been like my dream scenario, but I wasn't brave enough to join the military. I'm not. So that's why I have a tremendous amount of respect for people that join the military. I go sometimes to my wife to a VA clinic, and I see elderly people on a wheelchair. I see some of them on one leg. I see one of them, they have like some type of mental issues. They're dealing with anxiety. They're dealing with PTSD, right? And that is the most saddest thing that I see, to know they weren't born that way, right? They weren't born with this ailment. They weren't born with this disability. They got disability and their ailments because they decided to join the military to protect our country. They sacrificed for our country. What other thing can you do in life? There's nothing better in life than sacrificing yourself for the better of the future. Right? For the better of the country and the better of the future, to protect our freedom. Man, I cannot believe it, man. I really can't believe people just get on these cameras and go on TikTok and start talking that garbage. We need to put tariffs on stupid people like that. Right? Every time someone this dumb posts a TikTok video, there should be a tariff. From the internet company, the cell phone provider, somebody should put tariffs on that person, because that person is a straight up idiot. I don't agree with anything she said. And I hope she deletes that video ASAP.